So we'll look at these two. Both of these are the good versions, okay?
Okay.
Just to showcase really more what you're looking for, okay?
Sure,
we'll explain how the ones you were doing before differ, but you can see your grip position here now. As a general guide, the logo there on your left hand, the Under Armour logo, that should be visible, okay? Now, if you think about the grip in relation to, if I put a line sort of straight down from the middle of your chest there, the grip is a lot further forward than normal, because it's a driver, the ball's further forward, okay? You want to get yourself in that tilted position. So the fact your hands are that much further forward of the centre of you, you're sort of angled here now, it makes sense that your hand should go a bit more in that position. So the palm of your right hand might feel a bit more to the sky. We can kind of see the sort of V that your right little thumb is making there with the sort of forefinger. That crease going up your right forearm nicely, which is what you expect on normal shots, but because the handle is forward and is slightly more tilted, it might look to you a different grip and may even feel a bit different, but we're still just taking our body and just like you're moving. If I said you hold the globe, should we say, sort of in front of your chest and put your hands kind of on the equator on both sides. If I said, okay, move the ball further forward and let your arms move with it, if you could rotate your hands around, you'd probably go sort of like North Africa and Australia kind of thing, or North America and Australia. So your hands are in a different position. They're still the edge of the globe. You're not sort of twisting them over. They're just as your body tilts in position, your hands will adjust accordingly. Okay, so that was the grip we're going to focus on there. Now, so when you come back to the golf ball now, the clubs like to come back more to a square position. Just got to be careful this left arm doesn't kind of pull through, head staying hang a little bit long as you're kind of like, please go left on me. And that's the thing. Because you know, and again, you said to me in the shop a minute ago, I want my driver's go after going over there. If you know the ball's going to go over there, everything in your power is going to try and send it over there. Which is one of those things, swinging your arms left, trying to get the arms to go this direction to help it, okay? If we make some swings here now, and I've got the sound on here now, so we'll go to the top of the backswing.
There we go, good, and then bring it back down again.
So you just pump it.
Work as we showed you there, so the body is moving correctly.
So you've still got a twist.
Back to impact.
Up the top of the backswing.
So up the top of the backswing. The noise will be there to start with, okay? So you turn the way back, there we go, good.
There you go, so you can still sit in range. So you're, and what you might find is, the backswing length might look a bit shorter, but we're getting the left arm and the club more in line. I think a lot of people think, they've watched enough golf on TV to think, the golf club must get to this kind of like horizontal position to get more power. In reality, people are getting there because they're just blooming flexible, and they're athletes. It's like saying, I watched the old Premiership football last week, I'm just going to suddenly start running down the wing like blooming whatever and stuff. You think you're going to be super. It's like, no, these are athletes. They're creating positions that most mere mortals can't get to. So it's going to be slightly short, but I'd rather your backswing be shorter than what it was, but flatter and better club face. You're hitting more efficient than just say, just swing back longer. But the thing is, if we're slicing it and losing distance, people start swinging longer and longer and longer, so the wrist then breaks down. So staying in that kind of range there as we get back, so when the club comes back, you can sort of see the numbers there sort of changing slightly, but at least we're staying in range. And look where the arms are coming back down here now. One of the positions we talk about is getting the club through our right forearm, which is yours is absolutely perfect. But because you're letting the arms fall back down and you're not hitting the ball, this right shoulder now isn't trying to hit it and try and send it left, is it? It's just letting the arms come back down. So when if you just remember that position in a second, we'll talk about that sort of when you do the golf shot for full, but do this sort of pump, 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 and get the feeling of that movement back down into the top of the backswing again. Then when we step to the golf ball, same backswing. Okay, it's obviously going to be a bit longer because momentum will carry you further. What you will do now, and this is what we said about the arms, have got to fall and drop, and just don't try and hit the ball from here. Let the arms just come down initially. You watch the position we talked about, your club going through your right forearm, which you had on that practice swing. Okay, as we start coming back through here now, you see the club face now is kind of a long way above that, because what's happened is rather than going here and this, you've gone, and a lot of that is you're trying everything you can to whack it and send it left, At least though, when the club came back into impact now, because of the sort of with the hack motion, the club face was square, hit the golf ball there. You see it just after impact, how far left your shoulders are pointing. That's still a part of you trying to square the club face up with every body part going, and just hoping you can get some kind of shot going this way. And how much it spins will be, well, I might get lucky, but at least in time, if we get the club square, because this wrist is controlling the club a bit more, then when the ball goes through, it goes on the middle of the fairway and it stays dead straight, and we get a green. So if we can get a green, the ball's going to fly a lot straighter and a lot further. And again, it's just getting that sensation of twisting and turning on the way back, so your left arm and hand gets straighter, so the club face now pretty much in line. That's what you're looking for, because I'm guessing you're not going to have one of these at home, but you have a mirror. So we can just make some backswings there. You're not going to get that far statically, as we said. When you're making practice swings, just look for this sort of lead arm and the forearm to be a little bit more flat. A little bit of capping's fine. I mean, yes, you could go further, but at the moment, I would suggest you're probably unlikely to go that way. Most, well, you in most cases, want to have it more this way, which is often that sort of powerful move. And power in golf doesn't send the ball a long way. It's speed. Speed and efficiency send the ball a long way, which is why you see these young golf pros knocking it. They're like 5'2" female golf pros are knocking like 300 yards. You could flicker over with them and whatever. Well, exactly. But it's just energy and speed they're creating. They're not powerful. They're not strong. I mean, relative to women on the other side, they probably are a bit. But in terms of a strength exercise, I mean, most club golfers playing would probably outstrength some of these females on tour, but they're just so bloody efficient at what they do, and they generate a lot of club edge speed through technique and all the other kind of stuff they do. So controlling that club to the top of the back is going to be key. If that club face now is in a better position, what I would anticipate, if you get the left wrist flatter, and this work in the next few games of golf, you'll find your driver now starts here and just stays there. And then in time, when the ball's now going left, it's going to make sense for you to want to do a bit more of this,
correction. There's a right correction there.
Exactly, because your path has kind of evolved over time, You see a golf ball curving right, what are you going to do? Just do something left. So if we can get shots starting left, staying left, we got a good chance. Okay, does that kind of make sense though with that and what we're trying to do and all the stuff that's going to go along with that, The key thing is when you're practicing, you practice. When you go and play now, just go and play golf. Think about the shots you want to hit and what club. Don't try and think about as much technique. Think, okay, right, I'm on the course now. It's going to be a 7-iron down there, then a wedge on there. Think about the choices, the decisions about playing golf. I know you will start going, my left wrist. It's inevitable. It's in your short-term memory banks kind of thing. But when we're swinging a golf club, we want it to just be a flow, and you just go and hit that ball.
Of course.
Okie dokie.
Brilliant.
Very good. No, well done. Good stuff.